This is the Chester County Real Estate Podcast, bringing you the info you need to make your next move a great one.
Hey everyone, this is the Chester County Real Estate Podcast. I'm your host, Sean Dominski, and this is the show that gives you the information you need to make your next move a great one. In this episode, we're going over some of the numbers from last week to kind of give you an idea of where we are as far as the real estate market here in Chester County and the greater Philadelphia area. So as I'm recording this, today is Thursday, March 2nd, and we're looking at information from last week. So we're looking at the information from the week of February, ending in February 26. So we're going to start by looking at the weekly marketing report for the week ending February 26, 2023. This is for the entire Bright MLS. And we're doing this so we can get an idea of what the market is doing, get an idea of what direction the market is going in. So if you're looking to buy or sell, you can use this information to influence your decision. But just know that every situation is different, every market is different, every neighborhood, every house is different. So if you're looking to buy and sell, take this information, use it as it benefits you. But if you want some one-on-one help on what you should actually be looking for and what you should actually be doing, my recommendation, as always, is to hire a licensed real estate agent. If you need help finding someone, you can reach out to me or to the office here at RE/MAX Ace Realty. Our number is 484-712-0009, and we can help you find an agent that specializes in the area that you're looking for. So let's check out the weekly marketing report. The summary here, we're looking at the new contracts bounced back to the beginning of February levels. So towards the end of February, we started to see a dip, and now we're seeing the contracts come back to the beginning of February levels. There is showing activity has moved below 2019. At some points in this report, they're going to reference 2019 as kind of like the last normal market we had before the pandemic. And it looks like there's fewer newer listings for the week than what happened in similar weeks in 2020 and back in 2019. So, and then finally, newer listings hinder growth in inventory. There was a strong growth in inventory in the beginning of 2022. In 2023, the level of the 7-day average active listings have been relatively flat. There were fewer listings for the week ending in February 22nd than what happened in similar weeks in 2022 and 2019. And basically, they're saying that the sellers who have locked in mortgage rates at the 3% range are going to need strong motivation to add their home to the market. So we're seeing with the drop in mortgages, not only are buyers losing buying power, but sellers are losing motivation to sell. So here they're saying that buyers have more to choose from today than a year ago, but as sellers pause to list, it will impact the number of homes available. This is why I keep going back to that new listings to closes or pendings ratio, and we'll get into that a little bit. So just in general, looking at the whole Bright MLS footprint, you can see here everywhere it covers parts of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, parts of West Virginia, and parts of Virginia. We're looking at new closed sales are down 40.7% compared to a year ago. New purchase contracts are down 24.6%. New listings are down 5.3%. The ratio of pendings to 100 listings is 72, which is down 20% from a year ago. Now, it's up 8% from the previous week as we're moving into the spring market, but that is down from a year ago. See, average daily active inventory is up 60%, and then showings are down 28.4%. So it's not a lot of good news here. We do see the markets in a decline, but we're also looking at, so it's not all good news here. We do see a bit of a decline in the market. Weekly new closed listings. So we can see right here, we have significantly less closed listings than we did in 2019 or 2022, kind of the two numbers that we're looking at right here, as 2020 and 2021 were kind of odd years, but still significantly less. And it's below last year's too. There was a drop in 2022, even more of a drop in 2023. Weekly new purchase contracts, we're looking at a drop in contracts, whereas the other previous years were all kind of clustered right around here. We're looking at that 20% drop right there, 20-30% drop. The showings drops actually is not too far away from where it was in 2019. So there were less showings in 2019 than in the previous 3 years, 2 years, 3 years. And then weekly new listings are down. So this is going to affect the ratio. So if there's less buyers in the market, but there's also less inventory, then prices should remain around the same. The new pendings to new listings ratio is actually closer to where it was in 2019. Lower than it's been the last 3 years, but closer to the last normal market that we've had. And then percent of active listings with a price drop. So we're looking at all this data, and we're actually seeing Pennsylvania has the highest amount of active listings with a price reduction. So take from that what you will. I always look at, when you're looking at price reductions, it does indicate maybe a dropping market. It could also mean that they were just overpriced to begin with. So this could also mean that in Pennsylvania, they're more likely to overprice their homes than any other state. Although that is kind of, I don't know if that's necessarily the case, because it seems like homes are so overpriced in DC, Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia. So yeah, we're seeing there's a higher percentage of active listings with a price decrease than the entire Bright footprint. So let's head over to Pennsylvania. I'm going to just bring some of these stats closer to home here. Compared to a year ago, new closed sales are down 39.5%, so a little bit less than the Bright footprint. New purchase contracts are down 28.2%. New listings are down by 5.8%. The ratio of pendings to 100 listings is actually 67. So that means there's less pendings to listings coming on that's on the market. And then we're down 26.6%. So a little bit better than the entire MLS overall. Still not great. Down from a year ago, up from a previous week though. We'll look at the weekly new closed listings. The last year was lower than the previous 3 years, and we're definitely below that. So a lot less closed listings, new purchase contracts, all kind of grouped together between here. 1,500 and 2,000. We're down by, was that 1,200? So yeah, 1,200, 1,199. As far as weekly showings, we're below 2019, so a lot less weekly showings than previously, the last 4 previous years, although you're going to see that huge dip when showings were banned during the pandemic. And then new listings. We're actually seeing slightly more new listings than we did in 2021, for what that's worth, less than 2022 and a lot less than 2019. And then the new pendings to new listings ratio. So basically, this is like for every house that comes off the market, how many homes are coming on the market. This is where we're at compared to previous years. It's below 2019, 2020, 2022, and 2021. So we're kind of see it started going up, started coming back down, and now we're below where we were in 2019 as far as the amount of listings that are cutting off the market that are going on the market. So this suggests that we're moving into a buyer's market. I am still not sure the data says we're technically in a buyer's market, or if buyers are really feeling like it's a buyer's market. But, it definitely shows that we're tending towards that. The next thing I did is I looked at all the homes that closed in the month of February in Chester County. So these are just homes that they probably went under contract a couple months ago and then they closed last month. But we're looking at everywhere from February 1st to February 28th, the homes that closed. And these are just the residential homes in Chester County. our median original list price was $450, but then the median current price would be $452.5. So there are still people going in above asking, bringing that median up. Our days on market is 6, and our total days on market is 7. And the sold price, the median sold price to original price and sold price to list price is right there at 100%. So on average, homes are selling at the price that they were listed at. I look at that, and there's two ends of that. Maybe this is just how I see the data, but less price reductions doesn't necessarily mean, or more homes selling closer to the list price could possibly mean they're just listing the homes at more accurately. They're getting better at the price that they're starting at. But it does give you some information and can affect some of your decision making. So to compare 2023 with 2022, backing up, the sold price to list price percentage was about the same. Sold price to original price was 100.2%. Days on market and total days on market were the same. And the current price is actually a lot lower. The median original price and current price are actually a lot lower. So it looks like price-wise, Chester County is stronger than it was last year. And then since the other report went back to 2019 as they call it the last normal market that we were in, I pulled up the information from February 2019, and our sold price to list price was 98.3% because there were more offers over asking. But our median current price was $313,513. Our days on market and total days on market were a lot more. So this is kind of what a normal market looked like, a strong seller's market. Even though we had a lot of longer days on market, our median list price was a lot less than what it is right now. So we're in a kind of an interesting situation where the market, there's less inventory, there's less buyers, but market prices seem to be staying pretty stable where they're at. I guess this is what the goal is with the Fed as far as interest rates. Interest rates are a lot higher than they were, was it a year or two ago? So that's definitely having a huge effect on the market, but it seems to be affecting the market evenly right now. Now, you might be seeing something different. You might have a different opinion, or you might be interpreting the data differently. Feel free to reach out and let me know. You can contact me on the website, chestercountypodcast.com, or if you see this post on Facebook or so, leave a comment or DM me. I'd love to hear your feedback and get hear what you're seeing, because what I'm seeing here is stable prices for the most part. I'm not seeing any killer deals as we move into this perceived buyer's market coming up. So with that, my name is Sean Dominski. I am an agent here at RE/MAX Ace Realty. So you can contact us at 484-712-0009. I'll also try to put all the information that you need in the description. Be sure to check out our show next week. You can follow us on YouTube, Facebook, or anywhere podcasts are found, and I'll see you then. Have a great one.
Thanks for listening. This has been the Chester County Real Estate Podcast, brought to you by RE/MAX Ace Realty, serving buyers and sellers in the Chester County area. Subscribe for new episodes at acerealtypa.com/podcast. And you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and wherever podcasts are found.